All right, thank you. So the the CV I'm going to review right now, your telephone number ends with 5596. 5596. Your telephone number ends with 5596, and your email address ends with snl at yahoo.com. snl@yahoo.com, and your postcode ends with 40U. 40U. I know you're there anyway. If you can send a private chat to me, just to be sure that you can hear me. Private chat on Zoom. All right. So I said private, not to everybody. So anyway. Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I'm impressed now. Anyway, I think I've seen your CV several times anyway, but this is much, much better than the previous one. So well done on that aspect. So this particular one, the format is good and is cleaner anyway. So well done on that aspect. And okay, so professional summary. So let's start with that first. Yeah, dedicated blah 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 with blah blah. I would say just remove the number of years and say dedicated software testing with experience in blah 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 blah. Do you get? I think that's what I would do, and then you continue from the next, which is fine. So education, right? Diploma in software testing by, yeah, Christ Redeemer's College UK, which is fine. But you kind of duplicated it, right? So I think you need to remove the one at the top, the one in capital letter, yeah, because it's the same thing next anyway. That is duplicated. So yeah, so that's fine. And then because of that, I think the third one, this applies to everybody, to be honest. So when you do right to education, right, the education, right, diploma in software testing or certificate in software testing, you will put Christ Redeemer's College, London, UK, right? So that is the name of the college that's going to issue the certificate, right? But BlueSky Citadel, you can put it as a workplace, yeah, as work, right? But the college is Christ Redeemer's College, okay, UK. So that is the education. Then BlueSky Citadel will be the work placement anyway. So if you can, if everyone that's hearing me can do that, that will be good. So then uh skills and ability, which is good. So, but if you look at number four, right, number four has got another one inside, has got a bullet point inside it anyway. So you see that if maybe you remove that bullet point or you bring it down. So look into that aspect, right? So except from that, I think it looks okay at that one, right? So if I was to kind of do critique this CV more, is the font, right? I think the font is different font, right? So look into, yeah, maybe block everything and use Times New Roman, right? Which is the one that used for the skill, right? But if you go for the education, that is Combra, then the professional summary is Combra, while the skills and ability is, yeah, Times New Roman anyway. So I would say use Times New Roman for everything, right? So if you can do that, yeah. Then coming to the experience, okay? BlueSky Citadel, yeah. So which is fine. Software analyst, yeah, from blah blah to date. Then one thing that you need to look into is not the bullet points, right? So you have different formats, okay? One is using the square bullet points, another one is using the circle one, right? So I think you need to kind of correct that one, right? If you can. So then, okay, so that's one. What else? Okay, all right. So don't do this anyway. So technically, if you send this to me in terms of experience, technically I know this is from ChatGPT, right? Because you just copy and paste it. And I'll tell you why, right? When you put the experience, develop, blah, 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 and the square brackets that you need to put the application name, you didn't put there. And this is quite good that they actually give you an indication. They say you should put application name or project name, right? So which I think you need to do. The other and also the second bullet point as well, you need to do that. Okay. So and yeah, the third one also, yeah, using so ensure that you don't have this square bracket anywhere. Put what it's meant to be, I would say. Do you get it now? And okay, all right, moving on. The same thing applies to the next row as well. So you need to ensure that you do that as well anyway. So put what they are looking, what it should be in there in the square bracket. Then the spelling for the name, right? The second row, I think the spelling is wrong, right? So I think you put Y where it's no Y. So you need to look at the spelling. It's wrong anyway. So if the company that you're talking about is what I'm also looking at. So yeah. So the Y that you put in there is in a different place anyway. It's not where you put it. So yeah. I think except from that, it looks is fine anyway. So yeah, just look at those amendments and then correct them. Yeah, that's good. Okay, all right, cool. So let's talk about the ChatGPT one. Okay. Okay, I'm going to assume that you agree that this was from ChatGPT. Maybe you also going to tell me how I know. So on the experience, right? So the first experience that you put in there, right? So you said, I will just say the first word, developed, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And you now have cases for, right. So they said they now put in square brackets, specific application or project. So you will have been cases for what mentor skid or something like that. Do you get it now? The application that you did. Do you get it now? Which is the project. Then continue. Then you remove the last square bracket as well, ensuring adherence, blah, 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 on and on like that. Then the second bullet point, collaborated, blah, 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 using, right, you now put Azure DevOps because even from what they put there, they didn't put Azure DevOps, they put Jira, Boxilla, but yeah, so you would just put using Azure DevOps, right? Then on from there, you now have automated blah, 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 using Selenium, right? Resulting in 10% reduction, blah, 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 like that. Do you get? So then going into the second experience, right? In the second experience, second bullet point, you say executed, blah, 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 for, okay, what is the name of the project or the feature? Do you get it now? You need to put that in there. Then the third bullet point, you also put contributing, blah, 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 contributing to what is the percentage, right? Maybe 10% improvement, 20% improvement. You need to put that in there like that. But having said that as well, so you only put one, two, three, four, five experience, right? For you, that's got only two uh, experiences in your CV, I would say it at least maybe 15 responsibilities. So at least it's full. Do you get it now? So if you go to ChatGPT and okay, write the responsibility of a keyway for me and then look at it and amend it. Okay. So and yeah, at least you should be able to write 15, get 15. Do you get it now? So that's what I'm expecting. The same thing applies to the second one as well. Do you get? Hope that is clear. Okay. All right. So next person, let me see if he's here. Okay. 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 All right. Good. Gamo. I don't think I can see him here. Okay. Okay. Is there? Okay. All right. The next person, your telephone number ends with 797 and your email ends with med@gmail.com. Okay. med@gmail.com. Okay. First thing, okay, can you send a private chat to me so that I know that you are listening and you are there, if that's okay? So private chat on Zoom, not to everybody, direct message, okay? If you can do that, okay? So I'm going to let's see. Okay, I'll just send a message to you. Can you reply? Just I know that you are listening. Okay, all right, cool. Thank you. Okay, first thing, right? Is the name, right? I don't, this is just a suggestion. Don't take it the other way. I think for Caucasian, this name might be too long, right? I would propose whether you do the first three-letter word, okay, or the last three-letter word, right? Or, right, use the surname, right? Because that is easy for people to pronounce. Do you get, even though it's six-letter word, is easy, everybody knows that. So that is the first recommendation, right? And not only that, I remember that when we had Yomi Shoyombo on the call. He actually mentioned that as well, anyway, because one of the question was why he decided to use Sam, right? I didn't even know his name was actually Samsudin. I thought it was Samson, actually. But it was Shamusidin. He actually pronounced it anyway. But the reason that he actually short it is so that it's easy to pronounce for Caucasian. So your name should not be a barrier. But to be honest, if you decide to, yeah, use it as like that, it's fine. It's okay, to be honest. I wouldn't. Yeah, so that's just a suggestion from my end anyway. So the next one is you put England, United Kingdom. To be honest, I would say put your postcode anyway, but that's another suggestion, which is okay. So same thing applies. If you decide to change the name, all right, try to get a shorter email address as well. Do you get it now? So which could be the first letter word dot your surname at gmail.com. Or if you don't see at Gmail, you can see at Outlook. Right. I would recommend that to you. Right. So to be honest, yeah, if that's fine. And coming to the body of the CV anyway. So okay, it looks good before, but when okay, just give me 1 minute. I need to kind of view it in a different version because it seems to was okay before. Let me view it in Word document. Okay. Yeah. Can you? Yeah. Okay. So when I view online, it looks good. I think that's what you want to see, right? But okay, I will send this to you so that you can see what I see in Word document. It's not really great. Okay. It's not really, really great. Okay, maybe the next time we do this session, right? For the next session, it's going to be in breakout rooms anyway. So for the next set, so that, yeah, I'm able to share my screen and then I'm able to kind of get reactions. So we're going to do that. I've been doing this for the advanced guys anyway. It's more interactive that way anyway. So if you can see the person I'm talking about, I've just sent a message to you. It's distorted actually, but when I open it online, it looks okay. So you might need to look into that. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe because how it was downloaded, or I'm not sure this is what you uploaded anyway. So because it's weird actually. Because when I view online, this is what I can see. I'm going to send that to you. Oh, is it PDF? Okay, that makes sense then. Okay. All right, that makes sense. Thank you. Yeah. So it's actually I just seen it. Thank you. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. So because it's PDF, okay. That is a big issue. As you can see now, right? Initially, I would advise people not to use PDF, but based on what happened now, right? I think I have a strong conviction, right, that no one should use it, right? Let's say I am a recruiter now, right? And you send it to me and someone forwarded it to my email and I didn't check the extension or even the application that we are using will just allow me to download. And I say I download, open with Word, which I was not expecting to be PDF. Do you get it now? So then, yeah. So I would say please ensure that you do it in Word document, not PDF. Do you get it now? Based on this reason now, because if that is fine, yeah. No, it's fine. You don't need to. I'll still use it as it is, but I'm talking about when you do send it out, please ensure that it's Word version that you send out. Can I get a confirmation that you got what I said? Okay, cool. Thank you. So now, okay. So except from that, I think the format looks great anyway. The formats look good. I can, yeah, let me even open the one that you sent now. Yeah. Okay, all right, cool. So let me see the one. Maybe I should have locked uh, I should have locked the submission so that it doesn't allow PDF. Okay, I'm going to download the one that I sent now in Word. Okay. All right. It looks good. It looks okay. Okay. That's better. So let's start from the summary, right? The first one is the R, right? Then let me see, edit. There's a space before the R. Maybe I'm picky, but I want it to be very, very good. Okay. So I think there's a space before the R, one space. So I would say remove that space. Yeah. So that the R and the S aligns. Yeah. Can I get confirmation that you understand what I was talking about? Okay. Okay. I will assume that is the case. So, and okay. All right. So the summary looks good anyway. So one thing I can say, I'm going to send this to you now. So you can justify it. Okay. So you will see the one I'm sending to you right now. You can see at the end, everything aligns. Okay. Justify that part. Okay. so that it aligns like that. Can you see? So there's, yeah, and you can block all the CV and just, I would say everybody should make sure that their CV is justified actually. So if you know what I'm talking about. So, okay. And okay, so the third company on the CV, the one Nigeria one, right? Remove Nigeria completely, okay? Just put the name of the company, the date. I think that's fine. So you don't need to say Nigeria. Same thing apply to the next one as well. Anyway, so just, yeah. So then coming to these keys, right? Because they are long, right? Put them in 2 or 3 columns, right? So I would say, yeah, instead of that, yeah, it just makes it long, right? So another thing that you could do in terms of the project, right? Though it's okay as you put it, right, which is fine. But another thing that you could do is for each of the responsibility or no, for each of the roles, right, you can put their project under them instead of putting them at the back. Do you get it now? But the way you did it is also fine. Just look at the one that you're comfortable with, which is fine anyway. So, okay. Education. Okay. All right. Let's go to the top quickly. So this is what I would do, right? If I were you, right? I will move the education, right, and the skills to the top, right? Education and the skill to the top after the summary, so that your work experience will start on the second line. Do you get now? So the first page will be everything about you, right? It will be everything, your summary, your skills, and your education. Then the work experience would then start in the second page. So that's one thing I would recommend anyway. So, okay. So education diploma, I think you got that one wrong. There's a typo there. Okay. Diploma in, you don't need to put it in, yeah, in bracket. Diploma in software testing, not software engineer. Okay. Diploma in software testing. So, and the same thing with the other one as well. Okay. So web automation instead anyway. So Christ Redeemer's College, London, England. Okay. So, and so if you are writing England in lowercase, then the London also should be in lowercase. Okay. Mm, okay. I think that is fine. Okay. I think that is it, to be honest. Okay. If you can make those corrections. Yeah. All right. So let's move to the next person. Okay, let's download this one. Okay, this person, okay, your telephone number ends with 0920, 0920, 0920, and your, okay, all right, and your, yeah, okay, and your postcode ends with 1SJ, 1SJ, yeah, 1SJ. I might know you anyway. So yeah, let's talk anyway. Send a message to me anyway. So, but let's continue with this anyway. Can you send it? Okay, all right, cool. Thank you. All right, it's already, yeah. So I know most people in Edinburgh anyway. So, all right, cool. Okay, let's go. One thing, right? You need to look for a better template. To be honest, this one is not doing justice to it, right? You need to look for a better template. And I'm going to review based on the content, but I'm going to expect that you are going to change the template and we are going to review later. Okay. So, okay. So, and first thing is your name, right? So, and yeah, you use your long name, which is fine anyway, like I told the other guy. So for you, I would say maybe the last three one, right? To be honest, maybe I'm doing a lot of christening for some people, unfortunately, but maybe it's for the better cause anyway. The last three of your name, right? I will recommend, or what I will have called you, right? Will be the first five letters, right? And I think that's what you bear, okay? And you could also, as well choose the last four letters. Do you get it now? So, but having everything like that, I think, yeah, you need to think about it, okay? So, that is the first thing, okay? And, okay, the next one, I think you can work more on the professional summary a little more, right? It's a good start. To be honest, it's fine. So you can expand it on that more. And also there's a typo in the expertise that you omitted R, right? EXPER. Yeah, the R is there's a typo there. Okay. Education. For you, right, because of the education you have, to be honest, you need to motivate it actually because as a researcher, right, that you are, right, to be honest, the role that you are doing is the best one because you're going to say, I can do analysis, I can do anything, I can write. You get it now? This is what I've got. When you go for interview, you should be able to be bragging about that. Do you get it now? But one way or the other, I'm not sure if maybe it's okay, maybe it's not. Anyway, the title uh of the course, if you want to put it like that. But however, if we decide to put it like that, it's also fine because you can because when you go for interview as well, you can no, to be honest, I don't think you need to put it like that actually. But it also makes sense because if you put it like that also and in different roles or different people you have people you have conflict with stakeholders, you have conflict with uh, someone working with you, and you could be able to say you're an expert in that area. Do you get it now? You know how to do that, you know how to address people. Do you get it now? So that's why I'm a bit should you put it or not? Do you get it now? And also, even the fact that your master degree is in that, to be honest, you want to, when you go for interview, you want to say, me, if there's any issues, I am there to resolve it as a stakeholder, as a business analyst. I'm here to, even if there's any requirement, I can break them down as I am breaking conflict. Do you get it now? And that is what I have used my last maybe 10 years or 20 years doing. And I want to bring that into uh development. Do you get it now? Can I get confirmation that you can hear me? Do you get it now? No, as in you are getting what I'm saying because I'm really, really excited. But you just need to have a story around your education which could work in your favor. Do you get it now? I'm waiting so that I know that you can. Okay, absolutely. Thank you. So yeah, that is one. Yeah, you need to look into that. Then the next one, right? Certificate in business analysis, right? So remove Blue Sky. So the education, the institution is Christ the Redeemer's College, London. Okay. So just remove, yeah, that, okay. So and certificate, yeah, that is fine. Okay. certification. Okay, I'm not sure whether you need those ones at the bottom anyway. So save the blah blah blah. That one, yeah, I'm not sure. But I think the project management essential is okay, right? Personal safety and security is okay. 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 I really don't know. I really don't know. But I know, yeah, maybe the way you need to put it, right? Maybe the problem is now the company that's delivering it. Do you get now? But the certificate is could be useful for personal safety and security. That's good. Security risks and essential. Maybe the best thing to do is to first mention the title, and then at the back, you now put the name of the organization. Do you get it now? Like for instance, Security Risk Management Essential Certificate by Cornerstone, blah, blah. Do you get it now? Something like that. Project management, blah, 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 by Cornerstone. Do you get it now? So something like that anyway. So I'm not sure whether you need the next one funded, blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure. Maybe for a start. For instance, now, this will not add to you in terms of the job that you are looking for as a BA, right? Or if someone looks at it and say, "Oh, brilliant! I can see this is person I'm looking for." Would they say so? I don't think so. Would they say, I don't want this person"? Probably. Do you get it now? Anything like that, that you want to look at. Would they look at my CV and say, "I want to employ this person because of this," right? If it's not relevant, right, I would advise that you just remove it. Do you get it now? So that is my recommendation. Okay, if that's okay. And if it's not comfortable for me, it might not be comfortable for other people as well. Do you get it now? I would technically say remove it. The same thing with publications anyway, and also the next one as well. This is, yeah, it's not fit for what you are looking for. All right. So I'm not sure about the conferences as well anyway. So yeah. So if you're looking for other roles, yeah, maybe that might be good anyway. So but yeah, so if not, yeah, so or if you have a way to kind of bring it up, right? That could be another thing anyway. Yeah. Mm. Okay, all right. So let's see the experience. Okay. All right. First thing, okay, experience BlueSky Citadel, remove the college, okay? All right. BlueSky Citadel and business analyst and effective, blah, blah, blah. Okay, which is good, but you need to put more, okay? Go to ChatGPT and write, oh, I need job responsibility for a BA, okay? And then look into that. And then you said refine it for me again, refine it for me again, put achievement, okay? And put the tool as well. So you can see what I'm talking about. First thing I say, write a requirement for me of a B, write 15 requirements or responsibility of a BA for my CV. Put on ChatGPT, okay? And after that, then you can say, oh, add achievement in numerical achievement to it. And after that, okay, can you refine it again? Right. So you are actually changing so that it's not the same thing that someone will just, yeah, maybe it will be split, it will be changing it as well so that it's not looking the same. Then you can also, okay, add the tools that I work with anyway. You can also actually mention some of the tools and say slot these tools into my responsibilities. Do you get it now? And that's it. And you can then also say, okay, I work on this project. This is the description of the project. Infuse my project into my CV. Do you get it now? Into my responsibility. And it would do that for you, and then you can copy and paste. And yeah. So that is what I would want you to do for the experience. Okay. And yeah, of course, you can leave the next one, but one thing, you didn't put the date, and you need to put the date from and to anyway. So those are the things that, yeah, if you can add those ones, if that's fine. Thank you. Okay, all right. So next person, let me see if he's here. Okay, I think he is. Okay, apologies. I think I've already overshoot my time, but yeah. So this person, the telephone number ends with 8942. If you're there, you can send a private chat to me. I mean, private chat, okay? Not on this. Yeah. 8942. And your postcode. Okay, thank you. Okay, brilliant. Okay. I'm okay with your name. We're fine, but to be honest, even with that, I think if you just use the four-letter word at the beginning, right? I would say as a yardstick, if your name is more than four-letter word, think about it. And if it's not English word, like I said, you don't want your name to be an hindrance anyway. But to be honest, that's what I can say. So yeah, if you can use the four-letter word, that yeah, so that is fine. So and okay, but I think the template is okay, it's good. And the okay, all right. So the profile looks okay, okay. And the technical skills and the tools are fine, which is good. I like the fact that you use bullet points and they are in columns, which is good anyway. So education follows, which is brilliant. So IT certified, so that's okay. Okay, all right. Are you able, right, to ensure the CompTIA everyone fitting into the first page? So, which means that what you could do is to, let me see, I think there's a space before the 𝐈𝐈 one, right? If you can reduce that space, right? So, okay. And yeah, try if you can anyway. So another thing is to, yeah, but if not, then that's fine. So let me see if I'll try to bring them up if they can come up. So let's see. Okay, maybe not anyway. So another thing is to see if that technical skills can be in three columns, right? So that might give some. Let me see. I just want to play with it and see if it's possible. Yeah. What I'm trying to achieve is like so that your experience will start on the second page, and everything about you will be on the first page. But you can also play with having columns, right? With the education. Do you get it now? So all those education and certificates, put them in two columns and see. Yeah, that also could work for you as well. Anyway, so basically your experience will start on the second page. Yeah. Okay. All right. That is fine. So analyst. Okay. Okay, so all right. The first one looks okay for me. But another thing that you could do for the first experience is, which you've already kind of put some in there, is to infuse the tools within them. Okay. Because you mentioned a few of them, which is good. Okay. So if you can continue with that, then hold on, is it my phone? No, I think it's the same thing. So the second one that you put in there, yeah, I think that's right. So the second bullet point, leveraged, right? Blah, blah, blah. You can see there's a dot there at the beginning, right? Or is it my screen? Yeah, there's a dot there. It's not my screen. So there's a dot there. So you need to remove so that it aligns with the first one at the top, right? So, which is good. But I think it's really, really good anyway. So moving to the next one, I think September is wrong, right? So you spelled that one wrong. And the font of the second is different from the first, right? Look into that. I think if you see that, yeah, Calibri and Georgia. Okay. So they are wrong actually. So you need to look into that anyway. So, and yeah, okay. Except from that, that seems fine. And you just need to be consistent. Okay. All right. So I think you don't even need the one September 20, blah, 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 because it's actually represented in the green part anyway. So you can remove the one at the top of it anyway. So if you can look into that. So, and I think you just need to be consistent, to be honest. Right. Because that's what I can see here. Right. Consistency is a bit missing. Right. For instance, now in the third one, which I think is a good thing, right, that you decided to do, decided to define the companies, right, which you should have done in the other part as well, right? So if you don't define the other one, then by defining the next one, it just leave you, yeah, like a hole in there, right? So it's good to define the company to see what the company does and everything. So and if you cannot define the rest, I think we just remove it from the other one that you define. Okay. So and the same way, so in the third row, right? You started the date at the top, and then you go into the row and the name of the company. But in the previous one, right, you put the yeah, however, is yeah, you put the date at the top, you put the name of the row in the next line. Then on the same line, you put the name of the company and you also put the date. So this is what I would recommend. At the top, where you have the date, remove them completely from everywhere, right? The name of the row is fine, the one in green, okay? The name of the company next, and then the date. That is fine. So if you can do that for everything and also change the font as well, be consistent with the font, that is fine. So I think in terms of you have a lot of good contents there actually, which I think is good. You just need, and the format, the template is good anyway. It's just the formatting that you are getting wrong anyway. So you need to look at that. And not only the formatting in terms of text, you need also look at formatting in terms of what's it now? Paragraphing, right? So I think because you are putting yeah, you are putting enter in between every line. So I don't think that is okay. But to be honest, as long as you are consistent, it is fine. The problem is that when you get to the first one, you do the same thing in terms of putting one line at the end of every row. The second one seems to be okay, but the third one is not. You didn't do that for the third one completely. So you need to be consistent with what you are doing, okay? All right, so I think based on the people that I can see here, right? Those are the people that have sent their CV, right? So let me see. If you sent your CV and I've not actually, because I can see, let's see if there's any CV that came through. I think I've got only 5 minutes anyway. Okay, I think one just came through. Okay, I'm going to quickly just review that in a moment. So, okay, so this one, okay. Okay, all right. So let me start anyway. So this person, your telephone number ends with 7023. If you are there, send a private chat to me. Your telephone number ends with 7023. Your postcode ends with 9DS. Can you send a private chat to me? Your postcode ends with 9DS. Okay. I thought I saw the person. Oh, it's not there. Okay, yeah, he is. Yeah. Can you send a private chat to me? Yeah, I'm going to. Okay, I've sent a message to you. Reply. So if not, I will skip it. Okay. Yeah, I think it still need a lot of work anyway. Okay, because the format is still not there yet. Actually, right? Okay. So, but the content looks okay, a bit okay, I would say. Yeah. But the formatting is the needs to be improved, actually. And even now you kind of, well, you put the bachelor degree, there's no name of the university, nothing actually, right? So, but certificate, that one is fine. So yeah. So okay. Now I'm going to review it quickly, right? Three names. Well, to be honest, it's fine, but I would say go with two, right? Your first name and your last name, okay? So, first, yeah, get a new template, or maybe the template that you use is good, but you've kind of messed it up anyway. So I would say, yeah, try to get, yeah, start all over, but the contents are there anyway. So, but I think you need to kind of use the template properly. Okay. So objective, what I would do, I'll combine the objective and the profile together. Okay. So whether I just call them objective, remove the profile. So but they can be two paragraphs as you have put them anyway, which is okay. And so it's fine. The content is okay. It's good. So and one thing that I don't think you need to say dedicated junior, blah blah. Remove the junior, okay, and remove the number of year. Do you get it now? Let them figure it out on their on your response on your experience. Do you get it now? Just say dedicated software experience with experience in manual and automation testing. That is good. So do you get? So you don't need to put number of years there. And yeah. So and okay. Keys is okay. So the responsibility are good, but they are too punchy. Okay. I'll say just expand them. One way to expand them is by adding the tools that is they are used for, right? And yeah, testing end to end and spray testing using Azure DevOps, blah blah, something like that. You get it now. And if you look at the number four, testing, yeah, it should be capital T, yeah. So instead of lowercase, because you are starting a new paragraph. So, and also you need to be consistent with full stop at the end, right? I think, yeah, some of them hasn't got full stop, some of them has got full stop, and some of them that got full stop has got space before the full stop. So you need to look at that anyway. So even if you want to put full stop, there shouldn't be space before it anyway. So look into that. Yeah. And also the bullet points also are not consistent. One of them is bigger than the rest anyway. So you need to be consistent with that. Okay. And the experience at the top, I really don't know what that is for. Oh, okay. So you basically put all the experience that you have at the front page, and then you then put the skills, and then I don't mind. I think it's okay. But as long as, but first, remove the space after the relevant experience. Yeah, as long as someone is not looking at it and say, what is the name of the company, right? But it can work as well, so which is fine. So the key tools is okay. Professional experience, then start from the next one. Okay, so I think you have a lot of brilliant things in there, right? To be honest. So what you need to do right now, right? For instance, let's go to the first experience, blue sky, blah blah. Yeah, just say software tester. Do you get it now? But even if you want to put junior in that one is okay anyway. So that's fine. So key responsibility, work with blah blah. So, but the next bullet point you can see is they are indented. You don't want that. You want them to align with the first one. So you need to fix that. So the last one is fine, right? But Selenium IDE, yeah, nobody uses that to be honest, again, right? So I would say remove that. So the only thing that you want to put in there is actually Selenium, right? Which I don't see, right? I don't see Selenium. Yeah, I don't see Selenium WebDriver. So if you can, then education, right? In the education, you just put bachelor degree from what university for what course, right? You need to put that, okay? So, and certificate in software testing, software in this instance, okay, certificate in capital C, in will start with lowercase I, then S will start with capital S and capital T. Then you need the name of the university, college, Christ Redeemer's College, London, which is fine. So I think you just need to look at the formatting. You've got brilliant content there, but you didn't present it properly. Okay. If you can look into that anyway, that is fine. Yeah. Mm. Okay, I think this is where we're going to stop anyway. Thank you so much, everyone. So yeah, any question before we go? Any question quickly? Okay.
Yeah, quick one. I have a question.
Yes, please.
Yeah, my question is on the summary on our CV. Is it advisable to shorten the summary so that we will not bore the recruiter? And the second question is adding link to our CV. Is it advisable? Is any recruiter going to click any link
Okay.
without him fearing not to click anything phishing?
Okay.
Is it too advisable? Thank
Okay.
you.
All right, thanks. So in terms of summary, I'm going to assume that you are talking about the summary at the top right of your CV, the profile. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yes, the
Yeah.
profile here.
So I think that is fine. At least one or two paragraphs. So if 10 lines max, do you get it's fine anyway. So it should not be more than two paragraphs. So that's that. As long as the content is also good anyway. So I would yeah, I would recommend anyway. So I would not even recommend a CV without a summary or professional objective or whatever you call it. So you need it's required for you to put that. Then in terms of the links, it depends. Okay, for instance, now let's say I'm putting my LinkedIn, right? My LinkedIn is linkedin IN/D Emmanuel. I'll put it like that. Do you get it now? That is the link. If they want to click it, they should click it and go. But one thing I will not do, right? I will not say LinkedIn profile and then put my LinkedIn link as an upper link. That I don't think is advisable because it's possible that the CV might be printed, right? And if they print it, the upper link will not show. Do you get it now? So, and also even for recruiter, because you put the upper links in the text, they might be a bit scared to click on it because they don't know unless they put the mouse on it. Do you get now? But if the link is there complete, right, they know what they're clicking on. Do you get now without having to kind of check, is it the right link or something like that? So that's what I would advise. But of course, yeah, you need to put the links anyway, but required link or necessary links like your LinkedIn profile or GitHub profile. So you get now. Or if you have a good content online on YouTube, you also can put that as well. Anyway, yeah. Okay. Any hope that is clear.
Thank you.
No worries. Any other question? Okay, I think that's us then. Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah.